basketball. Cassell. Cassell for three. Shot clock at 1. Cassell.
Got to make him penetrate, Jim. Can't let him shoot the jumpers. He's going to rely on that first.
Cassell.
Check it. Just block out and hustle, and they'll stop it.
Kwame Brown has 3.
And Red with an offensive rebound.
In the third quarter.
Well, see, when you're trying to defend a jump shooter and they're using screens, the back man has to get up and show.
14-0 when scoring 100. Look at their record when they are held up.
It's a 2. Sprewell shot doesn't go. He's 2 for his last 20. Hawk. Here's Cassell, known as a excellent three-point shooter. Last year 37%, but 9-9. Man, you're locked in.
Up and under. Hoiberg stayed his ground.
Sam Cassell. Cassell pushing ahead. 3-on-2. Shot goes.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to create that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crib.
What's up, YouTube? It's back in the video for the big body banger that was doing 2 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like and subscribe over to 5K. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm the builder, a little corner connection with this Sam Cassell build video. Yes, sir. It was requested a while back. Well, not even a while back. It was recently. My bad. I was just used to saying a while back because a lot of y'all requested a while back, but it was very recent. I got a DM about it. Got a lot of comments about it. So here it is today. You know, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Definitely had one of the best celebrations, if you know what I mean. You know, that got banned. If you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, look up on Google or whatever, Sam Cassell celebration, and then you will know what I mean. But yeah, you know, definitely was a great player, one of the OG playmaking shot creator type of builds. Had a deadly mid-range and playmaking ability, would always make the right pass. One-time all-star, but he honestly could have been more all-star. You know, could have had more all-star appearances, you know, regardless. But still, he definitely did change the way point guards were looked at, because he was a more scoring type of point guard as well as a passing point guard. So he did what he had to do. But yeah, so I tried to capture that in 2K, and I had a good time making the build. But without further ado, let's get right into the pie chart that I used for this Sam Cassell build video. All right, so as you see right here, I already have the logistic information covered. Point guard, right-handed, number 19. But the pie chart I went with was the playmaking and shooting pie chart. Yes, the yellow and green pie chart. I think you all could have expected that for a Sam Cassell build. And for the physical profile, I went with the pure speed pie chart, just because he is a point guard. I need him to be as fast as possible. You know, he needs to be the Flash. And you see right here, I'm going to max out my driving layup, my close shot, my post hook, and I'm going to put my driving dunk up just a little bit, just to get 7 finishing badges. Then I'm going to adjust my shooting a bit so I can get 21 shooting badges. Then playmaking so I get 21 playmaking badges, and then adjust my defense so I get 4 defensive badges. So while Sam Cassell wasn't the greatest defender in real life, he is not going to be the greatest defender on 2K, but he's going to be able to play some defense on this build. Now you see I made him 6'3", and well, that's how tall he was in real life. So I mean, I wasn't going to make it any other height. And then I put the weight down to 173 pounds, just because that was the lowest weight, or the highest weight he could have for the lowest speed. Now for the wingspan, I put it up to 82.2, you know, just to get some better finishing and defensive attributes, just to make up for the lack of defensive badges and whatever you want to say, you know, finishing ability. And you see with the takeover, I chose shot creating takeover, but it is good that I have playmaking, shot creating, sharpshooting, and slashing takeover, which means that I did my job for Sam Cassell. And you see I've made a playmaking shot creator. Now, I'm always thinking, does 2K have a playmaking sharpshooter build? That would actually kind of be interesting, but I've never seen that build, so maybe I should try to make that. But you see, the back spread is pretty interesting. It's pretty balanced. You know, you have the ability to finish over taller defenders while also driving, dribbling, iso ball. You know, you just have the ability to be a crafty guard. So I did what I had to do in that part. And then on top of that, you have the ability to play some defense. Obviously not absolute lockdown defense, but you can get into those passing lanes like Sam Cassell could in real life. You can get into the pocket, you know, so you can do what you need to do. But yeah, with the actual build, I had a good time making it, and I had a good time playing with it. You know, it was definitely an easy build to play with just because it was so fast. You know, I could pretty much break down the defender, you know, pretty simply, and then shoot over them or do a step back or just make a layup over them. You know, it was just free range for my abilities and what I could do. So I had a good time with that, obviously. And I'd say like this is definitely one of the most common builds in 2K, you know, the playmaking shot creator. Obviously, it's been common for a while, but I definitely understand why. You know, it's such a dynamic build. There's so much that you can do with it, you know. Now, talking about Sam Cassell, he definitely is one of the most underrated guards. You know, a lot of people don't give him the respect that he deserves, but he was a bucket, especially when he was on the Timberwolves. That's when he made his all-star appearance. You know, he did what he had to do. So he was averaging about 20 points, 19 points a game, 9 assists. You know, like there wasn't more that he could do as a role player. You know, Mans was fulfilling his role to a T. And now, right now, he's assistant coach for the 76ers and trying to build what they have there. And you could tell his impact is definitely amazing for Tyrese Maxey. You know, Tyrese Maxey has developed like insanely, and I think part of that is due to Sam Cassell being in place and Doc Rivers. We forget Doc Rivers was a point guard, but I also feel like the Sixers need to be better at developing their players because they're not really the greatest. You know, like if you really think about it, Joel Embiid came in the league averaging 20 points a game. Ben Simmons came into the league already being a triple-double machine, but Tyrese Maxey is really the first one we can see like vast improvement on. But I don't know if that's due to their development or anything else, but I think it's largely a part of Sam Cassell and Doc Rivers placing knowledge, you know, as point guards, allowing him to prosper, and then, you know, his teammates around him. So, you know, it definitely is an amazing basketball mind, has amazing basketball IQ, and they're building something special in Philly. See, I'm from Jersey, so, you know, I naturally root for Philly. You know, I want them to succeed, but it's obviously difficult because they always get bounced out of the first or second round every single year. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the road to 5K, and I was saying comment any builds y'all want, and I will eventually get to them. But until then, I'm out. Peace.